Hi folks, welcome back to Pablo's Soapbox, and today I'm going to be shaving with the Ikon Shave Craft. You might just be able to see the Ikon motif there. The Ikon Shave Craft asymmetric safety razor. But before we start, I want you to have a closer look at this razor because it is quite unique really. So let's have a closer look. Okay folks, this is the Ikon Shave Craft. It's a 3-piece razor. It's made by Gregory Ikon in the USA. I think it's actually made in Asia, but let's have a look at it first. Okay, so it's a 3-piece. It's got a really heavy Ikon Bulldog handle. This is really chunky handle, quite heavy. And the head and both pieces are made of alloy. It's quite a heavy alloy, but this is the interesting part. If you look closely, you have an open comb on one side and closed comb on the other. You can actually see it better from the reverse. And if we zoom in, you can just have a look at that shavecraft.com motif there. Just there. Okay, so you've got a 3-piece razor. Now this kit was bought from Connaught Shaving in the United Kingdom. This isn't a very popular razor, I don't think, in the UK. It's becoming more popular and easier to get hold of. But let's have a look at the handle to start with. As I said before, it's the really heavyweight Ikon Bulldog. There's the Ikon motif just there. And alloy head, okay, quite a heavy head for an alloy. But it's this asymmetric open comb and closed comb that makes it unique. I'll be talking about that later. Okay, today I'm going to be using a shark blade. Now the shark blades are made in Egypt. Quite a sharp blade, the shark. It comes into that category of one of the sharpest, along with feather and the Gillette 7 o'clock. It's probably not quite as sharp as those other two, but it's certainly effective. Okay, so it screws together. Let's see, let's put it together like that. Just tighten up. Okay, and we're ready to go. Okay, so today I'm going to be shaving with the Ikon. I'm going to be using as a brush the Crabtree & Evelyn Badger and Bristle brush. I've had this many years. It's a good old standard, real heavy resin handle, nice brush, quite stiff. For soap I'm going to be using the Palmolive, which I've put into a dish. That's the Palmolive sticks. Like that. They will go into a bowl like that. You might have to chop them around a bit, but they will actually go into a bowl. And once they're in, they're fantastic. And it's a lovely, soft, beautiful smell shaving soap. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I have actually prepped my face earlier. Just mixing this up now, you can see it there. Okay, give it a good mix. Let's give it a good mix in the bowl there. As I said, I've prepped earlier. I'm going to do a future video about prep alone. Prep can be a very individual thing. I'm actually trying a number of products at the moment, see which is best. Some days they seem good, some not. Okay, so I'll leave it for now. I'll do that in a future one. So, in a nice lather on that, as you can see. Nice lather. I've had this brush many years. It's never really let me down. It's nice and soft now. Crabtree & Evelyn make some shaving products. They do less than they used to. They used to do a really good range. Still a great firm. Okay, let's get going on that. A bit more water on. These Badger and Bristle brushes, whatever they make, tend to soak up the water, I always find. So you need quite a lot of water. paint a bit over it to finish off. Get it on as thick as you can, especially for the first pass. Like that. Okay. Towel just to dry off your hands. Fantastic knurling grip on this razor. It really is a heavy, strong nail. Sometimes even when my hands are soapy and wet, it'll keep a nice grip on it. You don't want to be dropping these wonderful razors. Okay, let's go. I'll start with my usual 3-pass shave with this, which is the down with the grain to start with. Okay, just to let you know, we've got an asymmetric, which means both sides are different. I've actually started on the closed comb side. I find there's very little difference on this razor between the open comb and the closed comb. I'm starting on the closed comb. Sometimes I start on the open comb. Do the closed one this side. Okay, what I tend to do is I'll do one pass with one side and swap over to the other side. So I'm going to stick on this with the grain pass with the closed comb. See how we go. You can always swap over halfway through the pass if you wish. No hard and fast rules about this. It's whatever suits you best. It's a nice sound for this razor. You can hear it chomping through the bristles, just getting the blade off there. As I said before, I don't find a great deal of difference between the closed comb and the open comb on this razor. There is maybe a slight difference. Sometimes I start off with a pass and I forget which one I'm using. There is that little difference in them. However, if I've got a really heavy growth, maybe approaching a week, I will use the open comb to start with on the first pass. Today, okay, about 2 days growth, not a great deal. That doesn't really matter. I don't think it really matters anyway. It's simply a matter of personal choice. Okay, we'll just finish this pass off down the neck. We'll go on to the next one. Okay, let's just rinse off and we'll do across the grain. Okay, that generally was the closed comb. That's that one there. Although you probably noticed I did occasionally go onto the open comb. There's really little difference. And there's no reason why, just get lathered up for this second pass, there's no reason why you can't use both sides, one after the other, as you rinse off. There's very little difference, I find, in each side. Okay. Okay, what I've started doing across the grain here, again using the closed comb. I'm going to use the open comb on the other side. Okay, just rinse that off. Let's go to the open comb on the other side. As I said earlier, you don't have to worry about grip on this razor. It's a really heavy knurled razor, like the old-fashioned Gillette's. Strong knurling. This is the open comb I'm using. Maybe slightly more aggressive, but there's hardly anything in it. You always get that distinctive striped pattern where the lather has been pushed away on the open comb side. But I'm getting a nice smooth shave with that, I can feel that. Just in the neck area. Okay. Let's just get some water on that. Okay, let's get lathered up again. I'm just going to put a little bit more water on that because it has dried out a little bit now. It's quite warm here. Let's get lathered up on the third pass, which is going to be against. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go against the grain. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to fill the razor up with lather, starting with the closed comb, and then as soon as it's full, I'm going to change to the open comb. Okay, onto the open side. The distinctive lines of lather, as you can see. Just rinse that off. There we go. Let's get rinsed off. Always use an alum block just to finish off. Just sometimes any small nicks that you have. Give you that nice fresh feeling. Leave it on for about a minute, no longer, and then rinse off. Okay, let's leave that on for about a minute and come back and we'll talk about the Ikon. Okay, that's the Ikon Shave Craft Asymmetric. Very competitive price currently in the UK from Ikon Shaving. You might want to try it. It's a fabulous razor, very heavy handle. The bulldog handle makes it extremely heavy. It's mild yet effective. This is a mild razor whether you have it on the open comb or the closed comb. I don't find that much of a difference between them. As I said earlier, and you probably saw me do it, sometimes I'm not really sure which side I'm using because the shave is about the same. I would certainly recommend this razor, and for the price at the moment here in the UK, it's excellent. See you next time on Pablo's Soapbox.